Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Bevo's Tech Pack here on the ftog community server. Last time we finished off with making our Applied Energistics ME system, right there, and I have added three things since then. Number one, a controller right there. Number two, a ME security terminal, which we need to program our remote right there. So if you make a wireless terminal and you drop it in there, and now it is tied to my ME system, okay? And the way you actually access it, I made a little basement down here, just something very small. I'm not gonna do anything special down here. I just needed a little more room. I'm running out now. And that is, you make one of these wireless access points, okay? And you guys see, I have 24 wireless boosters. I have a few more in the ME system, but I only have 24 in there because that's all I need, and it's using 174 RF a tick. That's quite a lot, right? But what I did is, I made it big enough so I can come all the way back here and still access my ME system. Is that awesome or what? But, I want to take it one step further, because if I leave the base, or like, let's say I go over here, there's a new somewhere here. Let's see. No, it's over here. There's a new power plant that Glitch and Co. Are building, and when I'm over there, you know, I cannot order anything because it's too far. So it reaches around this area here. You know, I can go to the back of this house here, all the way to the smeltery, and I still reach it. I can go to the farms up here. I don't get it in Sparky's house, but I also get it back here. So that is fine, but you know, if I'm ever out and about and I want to access my stuff, there's another way we can do it. And that is what I want to start with today. And that is, we're going to combine Applied Energistics with logistics pipes, okay? So the first thing we're going to need is an ME interface. And this ME interface, we're going to hook up here to this glass fiber cable. That's going to be our main return and our remote orderer also, okay? So why don't we get started with, let's see, bada bing. Yeah, let's put it down here. We're gonna put a ender chest first, okay? That's gonna be my main return, but let's see if there's something in here. No, but I want to make sure it's tied to me, so I'm gonna put a diamond on here, and it's white, white, white. I always use white, white, white as my main return, okay? And I'm gonna put a transfer node on here. But maybe, there we go, pointing up into the interface. And in this one, I'm going to put a stack upgrade. And I made 64, and you need one speed upgrade for the stack upgrade, so I'm only going to put 63. But that is plenty, okay? So now, anything we put in here automatically goes into the ME system. Let's get something real quick so I can show you. Bam. And it's back in the ME system. It's already in there. A little tip here is, don't ever use an import bus on your return, okay? Because the import buses, even with 4 acceleration cards, is way too slow. If you have like a quarry or something set up on this, it's just gonna fill. You can't keep up. So always push into your ME system with something like this. This, I've never needed more than a stack and 64 speed upgrades. It was always able to handle everything. So the next thing I want to do is tie my ender chest and my ender pouch to this. So shift, right click, and you guys see now it has the diamond icon. And I'm actually going to put this on my secondary bar over here. So if I need to return something, you know, I can just go back here and throw my stuff in there, and you guys see it's tied to that. All right. And now the cool thing is, we can also make it so we can order from anywhere in the world, in any dimension, I should say, anywhere where we can play on the server. All right, for that, we're going to need a logistics power junction. We're going to need a player interface. Now, this one was quite expensive, guys. It costs 5 nether stars. You need 1 here, and you need 4 in here, okay? And then you also need a bunch of this ectoplasm. And I had almost enough, but Shack2 actually has a powered spawner with ectoplasm. So I went over there and killed a bunch. Thank you very much, Shack2. And I got the rest for these to make these Spectre steel, okay? And the rest is pretty easy. You need 4 more in here. 5 nether star, like I said, and that is it. Some lapis. So it's not too bad, you know, but you gotta kill some withers. Anyway. So I'm gonna say we're gonna put the power junction right there. You need this guy. You see it's filling up with 400,000 RF it can hold. That powers your logistics pipe network. And now let's see. Here we are going to put, yes, the provider logistics pipe made an MK2. You can go with an MK1 also, but the MK2, I believe, does a stack at a time. So that is connected to the ME system. Okay, so when you use your logistics pipes, it can read via the provider. Okay, think of it this way. This is now, the entire ME system is like one big storage chest for the logistics pipes. And the provider tells logistics pipe, hey, this is what I have, okay? And of course, we're gonna need to give this power. And you cannot, by the way, check it out. You cannot connect this underneath. It doesn't work. You see, it does not connect. It doesn't allow you power. You see these squiggly lines. You need to connect it here. You see that? And there we go. Now it is powered. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use... let's see. How do I want to do this? I could use that, but I don't want to. I want to make this clearly different. I think I'm going to go down here. Yes, that makes sense. We're going to put this right here. Now check it out. You guys see these symbols here. The brown with the almost like an ender symbol around it, like from the ender chest. And on top you see there's a chest symbol. Anything that you pump into this player face, interface, into the top where the armor is, will go into these slots. Anything on the sides that looks like a chest will go into your inventory. And I actually don't know, does this have something underneath? Oh, look at that. That looks like your toolbar. So if you pump anything in from the bottom, it goes into your toolbar. Well, I want everything that comes here to go into my inventory. So now we're going to take the remote order logistics pipe and put it here. So now it's connected to the side. And then all we're going to do is take this and right-click this pipe one time. And now it's connected to the pipe. And I'm actually going to put this also on my secondary bar back here. Because, you know, when I'm around the base, I use the ME wireless terminal right here to order stuff and just take it out, right? So, but if I'm out and about, I can right-click this. You see, I have full access to my ME system. And now let's see if I can get this into camera view like this. Real fast. Let's order 64 endstone. Close it real fast. You see it's coming out. Bam. Went into the player interface. And guess what? There it is. And I want to send it back. I just put it in here. And it's already back in the ME system. So this is really nifty to have. It doesn't cost much power and so on. It just costs a bunch of nether stars and the likes. And it's really cool to have. I don't need this anymore. And now there is one very important thing I want you to know. And that is you should always use a item. If I can type. Really? Why can't I not type T? T? There we go. Item collector, right there. And this item collector, I'm going to put onto the ME interface, right there. And I'm going to set this to, I don't know, let's try 444. Sounds good. Let me go ahead and demonstrate why I'm doing this. I'm going to fill my whole bar, everything here. My whole inventory and the likes. Now let's say my inventory is full, okay? And I'm going to order something with the remote orderer. Let's make it 64 sulfur. What? Oh, you see it's sitting right there, guys? That little symbol? Because my inventory is full. It cannot give it to me. And it will pop out in just a second. It should pop out. There we go. You see, it now comes out. But because I have the item collector there, it goes straight back into my ME system. So I can never lose items here. This has happened to me, you know, multiple times that I, by mistake, didn't have room in my inventory. And then this happens. And, you know, it sucks when it does. But, whoops, I'm getting turned around here now. All right, let me send this back. And between episodes, I wanted to open these two reward bags real quick. I did... What did I complete? Let's check here. That was something I'm looking at. Oh, yes, right here. I made, finally, the blast furnace bricks here, and I got a reward bag, and I also finished this right here, all the smeltery stuff. And we had the seared bricks, so I took the full guard cast right here. We finished this, because we had this. I got the gold. This right here for the sag mill and the alloy smelter, we get a bunch of piping. And I have not done this yet. And we got the windmills complete also. I chose the wool, actually. And this is where we got that second bag from. So let's go ahead and open these 2 bags. Water bottle, milk, man on a bottle, and a glass bottle. That is amazing. And this one here, bunch of food again. Seriously, stop it with the food. Oh man, I'm being spoiled, guys. I have to show you this real quick. I'm throwing this food away. I don't want your stinking food. Because I got awesome food. Watch this. I'm waiting for my cheeseburgers to run out so I can actually start eating that. But E-Chance left me... Hey, open. Let me out. Please? Please? Hello? There we go. She left me this here. It took me hours to make these. Enjoy X. Check this out. I was jokingly telling her, it's like, man, I really want you to make me a manwich. Right? And then there's a spicy manwich. And she made all these for me. Plus peanut butter cookies, Sunday roast, taco, and hot wings. Check out how hard these are to make. Well, this one is easy, but the manwich here, takes all the steak and it takes a factorization manual for each one of them. I have no idea where she even got all this stuff from. That was amazing. I'm going to cherish those. I don't know, I'm gonna need to wait for special occasions because they're so hard to make, but I appreciate it, E. Thank you very much. Before we go to the other project that I want to work on today, I wanted to show you guys something I did between episodes. You guys remember that tree farm that right in front of me, I said that I wanted to dress it up a little. I didn't know what exactly to make. And check it out. This is what it looks like. I did know that I wanted to have these stupid trees. The saplings, you see all this stuff that's growing around? I really wish that we did not have that mod. It's a cool idea in the overworld to keep the place nice, right? But like right here, it's really annoying that I got all these trees growing. What happens is that when the saplings are sitting on the ground for a while, they automatically plant themselves. But I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out what to do. Maybe put carpet around the direct area here, or... not sure. If you guys have any recommendations, something that looks good. I kind of don't want to use something else but grass. I want it to look like grass. Anyways, so I knew I wanted to have the water wheels. You guys remember we had a Tesseract here, right? But I did say that I wanted to provide its own power for here. So I made these 2 water wheels down here. And I'm going to put a link down in the description for this setup right here. That I did back in the Infinity, in the beginning of Infinity, when I set up all those water wheels. And that is the most efficient way you can set them up to get the highest possible RF. And I did the same thing here. And because we set up so many of these in Mod Sauce, Unabridged, and also Infinity, I felt not like doing it again on camera. But I needed the water to come from somewhere, right? So up here first I had a waterfall, and it just looked odd. It looked weird, okay? And then Mike said, put like a gargoyle head or something that spits out the water and stuff. But I couldn't really figure out how to make a good looking gargoyle, to tell you the truth. And then I built this. A giant faucet. It kind of goes with the steampunk theme. And I'm really happy how it turned out. I dig it. It's, just like a giant faucet coming out of the mountain with the valve up here and so on. And that's where the water is coming from. It runs underneath. Yeah, it actually does run all the way to the bottom, but it doesn't actually touch the water wheels because I set those up the way I showed you. And then here the power just comes into an LV capacitor on this side, which goes into here, into the wall, directly, come on, give me the block, to the planter right there, okay? And I can easily keep up with it. And then the wire also goes up here and over to the harvester. Well, the problem was that with just the water wheels, the harvester was not getting enough power. And then I'm like, what am I gonna add, right? I didn't want to have something modern, so I went with 3 of the windmills from Immersive Engineering. I actually have them at different heights. Made these little structures down here. They're just supports, you know, with the catwalks and stuff. And this power comes together over here. And the one from this water wheel comes over here, goes up to there, which is actually an MV capacitor. So it can store a little more. And it's keeping up. All this here keeps up nicely. And what I also did is the sludge goes into this drum. And then from the drum down underneath here into this new little building. And here I actually kind of hit, right? A more powerful solar panel from Mechanism. Because here, I have a sludge boiler set up. And this door here is seriously annoying. Every time this chunk unloads and I come back, the door is open. This factory door from Molasses. I don't know why. But anyway, and here's the sludge boiler. I don't want to go in because otherwise I get poisoned. You see the sludge pipe coming here. And, shit. Hey, I did click it. There we go. Oh my, I'm almost full again. I already emptied like 30 stacks of clay and 30 stacks of sand. But this is all the stuff you get from the sludge boiler. I'm probably going to throw away most of this dirt here. I don't need dirt. Not sure if I need this ever. But this is the kind of stuff you get from the sludge boiler. I'm super happy about the sand and the clay. That's what I really wanted. Those I want to keep. Actually, even the gravel. Gravel is sometimes useful. But yeah, so I'm making use of all of this sludge. And it's, you know, eating it up. So that is what this looks like. Let me know how you guys like this area, especially what you think about the faucet. I know it's a little almost cartoony, but I think it fits. You know, I like it. You see where the water's coming from, whatever. So let's go inside. Because what I want to work on for the rest of the episode is to make power in here. I did say that I don't want to use the tesseracts in here. This tesseract is just for my lighting setup, right? So I prepared a bunch of stuff over here. I also decorated a little more around the place. You guys see here the odd support column. Over here I put a little coal blocks, you know, for the steam oven. And there's actually my chunk loaders underneath here. So it's hidden away. There's another one of these supports. And then I don't know if you guys noticed yet or not. Because I had so much seared brick, I put seared brick every once in a while. You guys see that? It's a different shade than the abyssal stone, and I think it fits really well. It's not really that noticeable, but it makes the wall look more used and so on. Anyways, and over here I also did a thing is I put a catwalk up around here. You know, just decoration. I want to keep up with that, just decorating here and there. I could actually use another light over here. I might add another lantern or something. But anyways, let me get rid of these two things here real quick. Don't want to have them. So, I want to make power. And we're going to make Magneticraft Power. I think that is watts. And we're also going to make RF. Because I figured, you know, if I'm ever going to have immersive engineering machines here, or maybe, you know, something else that needs RF, I want to have that power ready. I don't want to use tesseracts. I want all the power to be made in here. So I made this frame here. Because we're going to use steam dynamos. And here's the project chest for this. Let me take everything out. These two right here, the infinite water source from Magneticraft and also this basic generator. We're not setting up today. I just needed to make those for the quest. That was it. That's the only reason I made those. But I think I'm going to make 2 more sets of these eventually. And we're going to use them for another part of this project. Again, this whole thing down here is supposed to become our ore processing, right? So let's go ahead and just set this up, and then I'll talk you guys through. So what I figured I wanted to do here, instead of just placing the steam dynamos, you know, boring, I wanted to set it up and looking like almost like a giant engine, okay? I also made a redstone energy cell to make sure we have the biggest one possible to store power. And then from here, we're actually gonna go up to the ceiling like this. Okay, something like that. This is actually one too high. It might work. But from here, you know, I can then run the redstone fluix ducts or energy flux ducts. I keep calling it fluix. Fluix is AE, flux is RF. Anyways, and from here, you know, we can then pipe it to wherever we need it. But instead of, like I said, just having this look boring, I decided to come up with this little design here. And when it's done, I think it's gonna look really good. It took me quite some time to plan this and lay it out. So right here, you know what I mean? When you look from the front, it could be kind of like a giant, diesel engine or something. I don't know, something different. So, and then from the... Let's lay the water first. Yes. So we're gonna come out from here, come over, and go down. Over and down, and I do want to disconnect it from here. I don't want to see that here. And that's gonna be the water for the steam dynamos. All the way along here. And the same... Ooh, can I get there? Yes. Oh, gotta disconnect this one also. And bring it down here. Right, so we got this one done, and now we need to run a way to get the charcoal in here, which I'm gonna use at the top of these machines. Up to here. I wanna go... Let's go to here. Can always change it up if I need to. And run this along here. Okay, and I already ran the pipe from over here. It goes underneath here to the intersection right there, which is the bottom of this one. You guys remember right here underneath that is where we're pulling out the charcoal, and right now it's only going to this boiler and also over to the improved blast furnace. But let's say, let's come up high. This is a machine room. Let's say from the beginning I want to see pipes, and this should be starting now very soon. Here we should see charcoal coming up. Hopefully. Come on. There we go. It's finally coming. All right. And it's probably going to fill this one here first. 16 at a time. All right, so this is going to take a minute to fill this up. But we're also going to put a servo right here. That is a pressure pipes infinite water source. I had that one, so I used it. And we're going to set this to ignored. And now, of course, this is slowly... Right, yes. This one is going already. It's already getting water and steam. And all this power is going to come over here. And it's going to slowly charge this guy up. Very slowly. Maybe it's... Oh, yeah, it's filling these pipes. You guys see that? Once these are full, we're actually going to see the actual rate on how fast this is going to go. Okay. So that is our RF power right here. I think it looks good. I like it. It costs a lot of steel, but meh, we can make steel really fast now. It's just iron in the blast furnace. So, I wonder if these pipes are ever going to show water. Wonder. And, excuse me. Alright, just a little cough here, but let's continue here. And over here is new machines that I have not played with before, and that is Magneticraft. I'm really excited of getting started with that. It's like if you guys are fans of Factorio, that's the game. It's very, it has a lot of it, okay? The traits and so on. And don't worry, these catwalks and these things here you don't need. These, what are the support columns? I just have them because I think it's going to look better when they're actually off the ground. Instead of slapping everything just on the floor, it's kind of boring. But check this out. When you right-click any one of these machines from Magneticraft, always has a control. So like the Stirling generator control, a crusher, grinder, sifter, and so on. And when you place them and right-click it, it shows you the hologram of where you need to place the blocks. And I just noticed that this is actually one too low. So we're going to put it at this height. Right there. Now you guys see the actual hologram. And the only two blocks that are different here is you need to put a multi-block heat. And then we need a multi-block energy IO low voltage right there. And the rest is all, it's a very simple machine to build. Just these multi-block machine casings everywhere. If I can land here, there we go. There, and that. And then when you have it done, you right-click the machine just like that. And check it out. This is what it looks like. Is that cool or what? I really like it. All right, let me go ahead and build This one also, I don't even need to see the hologram because I just built it. Little derpiness here on the flying, but here we go. This is the second one. Really? Oh, okay. I'm like, I know I built it, right? Alright, so here and there. Let's put this guy on there. And then the heat exchanger or whatever in the middle. The input-output. And we'll close the rest off with the chassis blocks. Bam, 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 and done. Good. I calculated right. Got enough blocks. Whoops. Right-click this. And now we got 3 of these Stirling generators. How cool do they look? I really like the way they look. So, now before we're gonna worry about pumping, they just run on charcoal, guys. Anything burnable you put in here. I am still not that familiar with, you know, how much power does all this stuff make and so on. But I wanted to, let's see here. I kind of wanna, we're gonna put, I think I'm gonna put these battery banks, these guys right here, directly on top of the machine, like this. I think I like that. Yes. I made 3 of these batteries. They can hold 20 million joules. Okay, how that works is the machines itself, they have, we're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah, we do. They have a voltage, and then, well, here is temperature, and it's producing watts, okay? And all the machines also store voltage, or they get up to a certain voltage, and then they use watts or kilowatts to actually operate. Now, I am not familiar in how all these calculations work, but the battery actually stores kilojoules. So how the whole exchange rate or whatever, conversion rate, not exchange, conversion rates from joules to watts, I am not familiar with, but I'm sure one of you guys are going to tell me down in the comments how that works, and I would actually really appreciate some input on that. So, I think they're all sides are input and output of these machines. So if I run this across to here, then it would probably charge this one if it ever goes empty. I don't know how this is gonna work, but let's just run it across here so they all are connected. And then later on, when we actually, next episode I should say, when we actually start using the power on something, this is where we're gonna come from. We're gonna go to the machines, bunch of big multi-block machines and so on. So I think this should work out well. So now the last thing we need to do, which is actually gonna be a problem here. I don't think I have enough impulse item ducts. Let's see. I cannot press T. I don't know what the deal is with that. I have, oh, that's a dense one. Oh, 13 more. Awesome. So, I believe, yes, the input needs to be on this block right here. You guys see the black outline either on the top or in the front. And I want to do it on the top, not the front. There, there, and there. Now, if I stand here on the catwalk, can I put this over me? Can I still get up here? Yes, okay. I wanted to make sure that I can actually still walk on this. So there's that. That. And I guess now we run straight over here. Man, my charcoal is really gonna get tested now. And input. Now these guys are gonna get charcoal and they're gonna start kicking in and taking off. And we got our full... Oh, I got lots more of those left. We got our full power setup ready. These guys are always going to be filled first. How are we doing here? 63, none. 30, none. Okay, maybe I should help this out a little bit. How many more stacks I have? Oh, look at that. How are these guys doing? What? Hey, the rail card is actually there. I'm having a lot of display problems in this pack for some reason. Like, now we see the water. You see that? A minute ago, there was no water. This rail card, like, if I go through here real quick and come back, the rail card will most likely show up. There it is. You guys see that? I don't know what the deal is with these rendering. I have never had those before. They're only in Bevo's tech pack so far. I'm not gonna say it's the pack, but it might be one of the mods in here or something that is causing that. Okay, anyways, so we got this. Let's go ahead and get 2, 3 of these stacks so we can actually kick these guys in and actually see them going. Because I actually wanted to see how these batteries are filling. Let's see. All right, so see, the voltage is coming up. There's no kilojoules yet. Once this is up at full voltage, which I think on all of these machines is like 106, which is an odd number to me. I don't know why that is 106. The first one ready? No, it's still coming up. And apparently this one is the fastest. Why? I don't know. There we go. Now it reached something like 90-ish. And now we're starting to charge this. And this is gonna, like I said, hold 20 million, which is, I think, 20,000 kilojoules. Yes, that is 20 million. A kilo is 1,000. So this gets up to 20,000.000 kg. All right, so this is how this goes. It doesn't even register yet. That's how little it is. But there's some of the machines that draw a lot of power when they kick in. Even though these Stirlings seem to generate quite a lot of power for just running on coal. Well, it already used 6 charcoal. Yeah, so they are gonna use a lot of charcoal, but I think that I'm gonna make more than enough. I do really want to see all this full already. How we doing here? All right, man, get going. Stop slacking here. Build this, that. Definitely gonna have to replace that servo down there. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. You got rid of the whole pipe. I hate this. All right, there we go. This servo right here, I'm gonna have to change real quick and make a better one. All right, I made some resonance servos. Let's put one of these. What's the thing here? Extraction rate half a second and 64 max at a time. Extracts from multiple slots, speed boost 3 times. All right, let's turn this guy on and we should see stuff coming out a lot fast. Ooh, look at that. Look at the stuff coming out. That's what we need. We really need that because... Oh man, it even speeds up the items in the pipe. I didn't know that. Look at this go. It's... finally we got some going to the back there. Alright, because it should be filling... Hey, let go of me. Alright, this one is at 49. Let's see how long it takes. Bam, full. 64. All right, I think that was a good call right there. Upgrading this to a resonance servo so everything can just stay full. And guys, please let me know how you like the idea about this, the way I'm setting it up, especially on these kind of things here. Do we want to stay? I think that you guys are gonna say yes, stay with the playful, make things look more like machines and like they have a purpose instead of just slapping dynamo somewhere. I think I really like this here. Let me see how we're doing here. That is, we got 4 million RF already. So that's not too bad. Each one of them generates, I think, 80, right? 80 RF a tick, yes. You know what? I think there's augments for power. I have 3 slots empty here. I should totally do something for that. Let's see here. So this one is 10% base fuel energy. What does that even mean? Base fuel energy. So I get 10% more energy for the fuel, or I don't know what that means. This one does 2 times the energy produced and 2 times the fuel consumed. Negative 15% base fuel energy. I don't know what that means. But I think I'm gonna make some real quick. So I made 2 of these, the ones that we just looked at. This one right here that says just plus 10% base fuel energy. So I don't know how we're gonna be able to tell what this does, but let's put it in here. I'm guessing means that now it's gonna use a little less fuel, but for the same output. So let's take this out and put this guy in. Oh, wow. Ooh, that makes a big difference. 160 RF a tick for this. And they're super cheap to make. It's just copper and this silver with redstone. Holy shnikes, that is a huge upgrade. And we can see it go down quite fast, right? So now let's see once I put this one in. Let me wait for the flame to reset. Let's put this one in here. I don't see a difference. Ah, it does look like, you guys see those ticks seem to be a little bit bigger. So it looks like this one here makes it just use less fuel, and this one just ups the fuel consumption. So right now we doubled our RF output, but it looks like we only using 5% more energy or something like that, more fuel, I should say. So what stops me from making, what is this one here? 8 times the power. So I think I'd rather go with these right here to double the power produced, 160 RF each, and then maybe go with this one here. So we have use less fuel, but get double the power. So I've just finished upgrading all of these with those augments, and I'm keeping my eye on the charcoal. Yeah, I think, I mean, look at this. We're still producing more charcoal than we're using. This one over here seems to be favorited. I don't understand why the one that is further away from the back here, you see? Why would this one get emptied first? I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyway, every one of these has I had almost all the ingots ready for these already. Because I always make everything in bulk. So I had all the electrum ready pretty much. And that's it. I mean, it's just electrum and lead. Glowstone and redstone is easy peasy, right? So every one of those 160 RF a tick. And I can't really tell that much, guys. With this right here, 35% base fuel energy. I cannot say that I notice a difference in this thing going down slower. At least not a lot. Maybe a little bit. If you guys know exactly what that actually means, base fuel energy, please go down in the comments and let me know. I'd love to know what that actually means. And over here, these guys are still trucking along nicely. And check this out. We're already at 7 million. 7 million joules on each one of them. I just noticed this here. That's the heat that is producing 1200 watts, which turns into joules here. And that's it, guys. I'm rambling here, but we're ready. We set up our cool little remote storage system here today, which is really helpful that I can access it anywhere from in the game. And we got some really nice RF power production that looks really cool. I really dig how this looks. I'm very happy how it turned out. And we got the beginnings of Magneticraft. And next time we are going to build over here. Lots and lots of fun toys to start with the ore processing. That is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And let me know down in the comments how you guys like this setup. And also my little faucet outside on the side of the mountain. I like it, but I got to hear it from you guys too. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.